Bonsoir à tous.
So good evening and welcome again to the red carpet from the 72nd Cannes Film Festival. Here we are, so for the red carpet of Ken Loach's film, in competition, Sorry We Missed You, Ken Loach's film, which was presented tonight. So I'm going to begin with something else. A few hours ago, we showed you the red carpet of Rocket Man from Elton John. The film finished just a few moments ago, and what can I say? I mean, it was an exceptional reception. So here we are. So you can see how the film was received in Lumière, just behind us now. So you've got everybody there.
Regardez Elton John qui était tout ému de recevoir.
So everybody really touched.
Une telle ovation, et puis regardez Taron Egerton qui était en larmes, vraiment en larmes à la fin du film.
The end of the tears, they're in, you know, I was there in the theater, it was electric, it was fantastic.
Sur ce film, je crois que c'est une...
I think it was, you know, a real triumph tonight.
Regardez-le, il s'essuie les larmes. Et Rocketman lui-même,
so Rocketman himself.
sur la veste, était très ému par la réception de ce film. Ça a rigolé,
so, you know, everybody very moved, hugging, kissing, dancing, crying.
À qui Taron Egerton fait un petit signe. Ils ont joué ensemble dans Kingsman 2.
So they were together, of course, in Kingsman 2. Elton John.
Mais regardez l'embrassade avec.
Yeah, but you see the hug. Thierry Frémaux.
Et le merci.
And thank you from Elton John to the camera. Bernie Taupin behind there.
Que Thierry Frémaux tenait à saluer. Le sourire de Jim Giannopoulos derrière, le patron de la
Jim Giannopoulos from Paramount behind.
Dans les bras.
Big success, you know, he's got a big success there.
Les yeux rouges, quoi. Il était en larmes à la fin du film.
So he was crying at the end of the film.
Un accueil exceptionnel.
Exceptional reception.
Le film de Dexter Fletcher.
Dexter Fletcher's film.
Taron Egerton.
With Taron Egerton, there's Dexter Fletcher.
Le réalisateur britannique.
British director.
Très bel écran à ce film biopic. Où toutes les chansons sont là. Où toute la
So you've got loads of songs in there.
Bryce Dallas Howard qui joue la mère d'Elton John.
Bryce Dallas Howard, who plays his mother, and the little boy who played Elton as a kid.
On le voit plusieurs fois dans l'histoire, au début évidemment, et puis qui revient pour allez le voir. Le 16, ça sort, je crois, le 31 mai aux États-Unis.
And so it's coming out on the 31st of May in the US, 29th, I think, in Europe.
Pour découvrir Rocketman. Et nous voilà
So
de
you
retour
can go see Rocketman. So here we are back on the red carpet
de ce 72e festival
of the
de Cannes.
72nd Cannes Film Festival
Pour retrouver toute l'équipe de
for everybody from Sorry We Missed You.
Alors que les cinéastes colombiens,
And Colombian filmmakers there.
on va leur demander ce qui se passe. Vous pouvez nous en dire un peu plus?
Can you tell us a bit more?
Nous avons le plaisir d'accueillir ce soir sur le tapis rouge deux membres du jury du 72e festival.
Il y a un cinéaste colombien.
There's a Colombian filmmaker who's just been murdered
Il était en train de faire un film.
because he was making a film.
Première fois, à ma connaissance, que ça arrive dans
And
mon pays.
I think it's the first time it's happened in
Carolina et de ma mère.
our country, and we're here to talk about the problem that exists. There's a massive problem in our country. Who is he?
C'est Mauricio Lezama.
Mauricio Lezama.
Ça, j'ai passé. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
Puis heureux comme Lazzaro, qui lui a donné le prix du scénario. Avec Rapikowski a lui obtenu le prix de la mise en scène pour Cold War. Film qui lui a valu 4 nominations aux Oscars.
Voilà donc des messages qui passent sur le tapis rouge.
And so messages there on the red carpet in Cannes. Not the first time.
deux des membres.
Alors que Alice Rohrwacher, membre du jury,
Alice Rohrwacher and Pavel Pavlikovsky are on the steps.
voilà, donc nous sommes en bas des marches en attendant.
So we're waiting for Ken Loach here. Ken Loach, who is again with Sorry We Missed You, that I discovered in the press screening. Maybe one of his best films, and when you're talking about Ken Loach, that says a lot.
Et la Palme d'Or avec.
He won the Palme d'Or with The Wind That Shakes the Barley. And again, with I, Daniel Blake, in 2006, 2016.
Il y a une vraie histoire d'amour avec le festival.
Ken Loach, of course, who is a legend in the Cannes Film Festival, and they're on the red carpet.
Voilà l'équipe du film colombien qui vient.
You can see the people from Colombia.
Le réalisateur du film Litigante qui a été.
The director of the film Mitigante that was screened in the Critics Week yesterday.
Voilà donc. Je vous disais donc Ken Loach.
So Ken Loach, 2 Palme d'Or.
Et avec les frères Dardenne.
Along with the Dardenne brothers.
Qui concourent cette année.
The only 2 that are going for a third Palme this year. You've got Kusturica, you've got Coppola.
Il y avait aussi donc les frères Dardenne, comme je vous l'ai déjà dit.
The Dardenne brothers. Alf Sjoberg. Billy August.
Les meilleures intentions et Pelle le
with Best Intentions and Pelle the Conqueror.
Il y a aussi le réalisateur japonais.
Of course, Shohei Imamura.
La balade de Narayama et l'anguille.
With The Eel and Neymara's Journey.
Kusturica, c'était pour Papa est en voyage d'affaires et.
And Kusturica for Underground and When Father Was Away on Business. Now I know there's some more that's missing, but I should never have gone down this path. There's also Alf Sjoberg.
Ça s'appelait le Grand Prix de Cannes à l'époque. Je crois que j'ai tout. Hein. Je me sens que j'ai tout. Je vérifierai, je vous dirai demain. Promis. Ils sont 8. Et j'ai bien entendu oublié Michael.
And of course I've forgotten Michael Haneke.
Avec Amour et...
With Love and The White Ribbon.
Et là, je crois que c'est bon.
I think I've got everybody now.
Et là, il y a... Quentin Tarantino qui pourrait peut-être les rejoindre.
And maybe Quentin Tarantino could rejoin them if they've got if they join them. If he gets Palme d'Or this year for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Réalisatrice nigérienne dont le film a laissé une actrice africaine était le premier.
Et c'est Ken Loach.
But tonight, Ken Loach.
Le dernier film de Wedding Ring était en course aux Oscars cette année.
Magique.
Magical, social cinema. Very committed, very moving. He's probably the only person that can summarize this period, that can, just get everything there, and the discomfort of a period through these human, moving stories.
Comme celle de ce Sorry We Missed You.
Like Sorry We Missed You.
En gros, et pour résumer très très vite.
And so, to tell the story very briefly in a nutshell,
le personnage est au...
the character is unemployed. He works as a delivery man. He's got to buy, though, his own truck, his own van, and of course that endangers his family, and so this new gig job economy, gig economy job, and the pressure that comes to the families, for the people, and for the children. And everything this means is perfectly described and perfectly shown in Sorry We Missed You.
Nous avons, avec ce film,
and so with this film, we've got a new description of the current time by somebody who can describe it so perfectly. I know that everybody's going to be very moved at the end, and we'll see this tomorrow on TV Festival. And the quality of the selection is astounding. Every day an event, every day a film that touches people, even if the film isn't in competition. I mean, look at Rocketman. Maybe one of the, a great year of the Cannes Film Festival.
Alors il y a juste un petit problème, c'est qu'on n'a pas encore vu Bernard Ménez qui vient tous les.
But the problem is that we haven't seen Bernard Ménez, who hadn't been here yet. And, a festival without Bernard Ménez is like couscous without merguez. And, of course, we're going to see Ken Loach with Paul Laverty, his Scottish scriptwriter from who knows how long. Producer Rebecca O'Brien, who has worked with them now for decades. I saw them working on Bread and Roses with Adrian Brody back in the time in Los Angeles, and it was a real family. And he was there with his, the people he works with all the time. The actors were, so happy, and everything going on in downtown Los Angeles. So he's such a professional. A real legend, and I think they're coming now. We'll ask Ken Loach how he can describe things so well. How he can describe everything that's going wrong in our society. So here are the official cars for Sorry We Missed You. So we're not going to miss Ken Loach and the crew. There's going to be the actors from the film. Cathy Proctor, Rhys Stone. So, with all this new social pressure of the gig economy, the gig economy that's present around the world. Of course, the film is much more complicated than that. Jean Labédy, the distributor of the film in France. So waiting for his car.
parler dans un instant avec tout.
So I'm going to be talking with everybody from Sorry I Missed You.
Va-t-il être le premier à être pris?
Is he going to be the first person to have 3 Palmes d'Or? Ken Loach. It would be a massive event.
Ou peut-être les Dardennes.
Maybe it could be the Dardenne brothers as well.
Je regarde qui sort des voitures. Je vois Vincent Maraval, le vendeur de films.
So Vincent Maraval, sales agent.
L'équipe de films.
So they're here from the film. People who worked on the film, they're here.
Vous qui
Je crois que
suivez
Ken Loach va sortir.
So I think he's going to be getting out in a minute. Ken Loach, I can see Rebecca O'Brien who's there.
l'arrivée du réalisateur de Sorry We Missed You, Monsieur Ken Loach.
Alors que Ken Loach est là dans un
Ken Loach will be here in a moment.
Le vent se lève. Puis en 2016, 10 ans plus tard, avec moi, Daniel Blake.
Ken Loach qui va être avec nous dans un instant. Je vois Paul Laverty. Paul!
So Paul Laverty.
See you.
Avoir reçu donc 2
How many movies with Ken now?
Oh God, it's about 14, I think.
14.
Roughly, I think. Yeah. So I don't know where all the time went, and it's an enormous privilege to be back here. We've come back here together 10 times, so I feel we've been incredibly lucky. So it's a bit surreal. Yeah.
You guys have a way to describe all the bad things of our society, but in a very human way. To put that the human in the middle of everything, the human aspect. How do you do that? How do you manage to do that?
Well, life is massively intoxicating, and I think if you listen to people, I think their lives are full of different levels and contradictions, and they're also very funny and very touching. So I think if you listen to people with the respect, they give you a great deal back. Yeah, I think that's the secret. Yeah.
Right, Paul. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your
Merci
interest.
beaucoup.
Aye, merci beaucoup.
Rhys, hey, hi. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Great to see you. All right. May I just ask very simply, how is it to work with Monsieur Loach?
It's not like working with any other director. It's he springs tricks and traps on you to try and jolt you out of your own
Like what?
way of thinking. Well, he'll set a scene up with the other cast, but not tell you what's going on in the scene, and you just walk into it and have to react to it straight away. So that's how he gets those natural performances. It's very clever.
When it works, I saw the movie. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Monsieur Loach, how are you?
Très bien, merci.
Ça vous arrive?
Yes, yes.
What's happened?
I've been hitting fascists, but I wish.
Call us, we can do that for you, you know.
Okay.
I was talking to Paul and I was saying that it's amazing, through all your movies, you always manage to do that, to put the human aspect in every situation. You show us everything that's wrong in our society, but by the eyes of the human. How do you do that? How do you...
Well, the drama stories have to live in people, don't they? You know, they have to live in people that we recognise and care for and weep for or laugh with. You know, so the humanity has to be in the drama. And Paul writes wonderful scripts, and we've had brilliant actors, so we've been lucky, really.
You're a pretty good director.
Well, they push me through it, you know.
It's really exciting. I saw the movie and I'm like, he's so right. Yes, he's right. Yes, that's true. Is that the reaction you want? Is that?
Yes. Well, I think. Yeah, it is that to say yes. I believe these people. You know, for the audience to say yes, they believe the people. They believe what is happening. They believe in what they're doing, and then when you think about it, maybe it's not. There's something intolerable about the way life is now, and we don't have to live this way, you know. So there are choices we can make, but still. Anyway, the main thing is to enjoy the film, you know, and say, yes, it's okay, you know.
You're absolutely right. It's more and more unbearable every day. But your films are more and more touching and more moving. Does that goes with the situation we are living ourselves? Do we feel that because of us or because of what you want to do?
Well, I think we know there's something wrong. It's just recognizing what it is, you know. And some things we take for granted. You know, like how we care for our old people. We know it's crap, you know, we know it's rubbish, but we tolerate it, and we just have to say, no, that's not acceptable. Same with when we buy things online and everything comes in a van, but why? What, you know, we can't sustain that. So, anyway, but it has to live in people, really.
Okay, one last thing. You won 2 Palme d'Ors here in Cannes. You have, I think you have a house on the Croisette. You have all the movies here. How would you define your relationship to the festival, and why is it important for you to be here?
I mean, the festival is the festival in international cinema. I mean, and their defence of cinema, and I think Thierry Frémaux's defence of cinema is brilliant. And they've been very kind to us and very generous, and the fact we've been before, I mean, it's never something you would take for granted, really. To be invited is a privilege, you know. We take that seriously.
Monsieur, merci beaucoup for talking to us, and merci for your film. Seriously, thank you so much. Merci. Ken Loach.
Ken Loach, who was with us.
J'ai envie de parler à Katie Proctor, si on a le temps.
If we can speak to Katie Proctor.
On va peut-être parler à l'actrice du film, Katie Proctor, qui est là.
Yeah, Katie Proctor is here. Maybe we can have a quick word.
How are you?
Comment ça va?
How is it to work with Monsieur Loach?
It's like being part of a huge family because everyone looks after each other, and it's part of a team. He doesn't see himself as just one amazing person, which he is an amazing person. He's very much for everyone, and everyone's treated equally, and it's just lovely. And it's so lovely to have everyone back together again. So.
He has something magic. I mean, he's making a social problem, so something's going very wrong in this society, but he puts that in a very human way, in a very human story. I mean, this movie makes you cry.
Because it's reality and it's people's lives, and that should be shown. And hopefully this will help people who are going through the same sort of struggles, and maybe, you know, things might change a little bit. Who knows?
Tonight we'll have a party.
Yes, definitely. And I'm extremely nervous, and I'm very, very sorry because I don't know what else to say. This is it. I'm so sorry.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. L'actrice du film.
So the actress from the film, Katie Proctor, with us.
Alors que l'équipe de Sorry, We Missed You va se mettre
So the crew from Sorry We Missed You getting ready
de Ken Loach.
for Ken Loach's film.
En direct
Live
du tapis rouge du festival. Je vous ai dit une bêtise.
on the red carpet. It wasn't Katie Proctor, but it was Debbie Honeywood that we've just spoken to, who plays the wife in the film.
Et voilà, dans un tout petit instant.
So in a moment, the Carnival of the Animals. Ken Loach on screen. Off we go for the red carpet of Sorry We Missed You.
De Ken Loach sur le tapis rouge à l'occasion de la présentation de son nouveau film Sorry We Missed You, and yes we did.
Voilà donc Ken Loach.
So Ken Loach on the red carpet
Kris Hitchen,
Je vais essayer de
here in Cannes.
depuis
How many times has it been to Cannes since 1970 with Casting Critics Week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times. Not 11, not 12, not 13, but 14 times.
14 films en compétition.
14 films in competition. No, 19 films have been selected, but 14 in competition. Because he's got
Prix du jury.
other awards from Hidden Agenda, for Raining Stones.
Le vent se lève, Palme d'Or, accordé par
The Wind That Shakes the Barley. Palme d'Or, with Wong Kar-wai as president of the jury.
une bande de voleurs de
The Angel's Share for the Whiskey Thieves.
Puis moi, Daniel Blake, bien sûr.
And then I, Daniel Blake, of course, in 2016,
George Miller lui avait accordé.
where George Miller's jury gave him the Palme d'Or. Is he going to be the first triple Palme d'Or winner?
5 mai.
And we'll find out on the 25th of May, so in
Non, 10 jours, on va voir.
in what, about 10 days' time.
Alors qu'on voit à l'image celui qui joue.
There we've got the cast, the child of the couple there, Kris Hitchen.
Lui, c'est Rhys Stone, voici Kris Hitchen,
So Ricky, played by Kris Hitchen,
Honeywood.
Debbie Honeywood,
Ce soir, c'est leur premier film, à l'exception de Kris Hitchen, qui on a vu dans Coronation Street, ou The Barking Orders.
Paul Laverty, donc fidèle.
Paul Laverty, who's worked for a long time with Ken Loach. Sweet 16, of course, he won the Best Screenplay Award here in Cannes.
Ken Loach, un habitué de Cannes, c'est le moins qu'on puisse dire.
So Ken Loach, he's used to coming to Cannes.
Freedom, the My Name is Joe, The Bread and Roses, The Sweet 16,
Ken Loach, à l'image.
Ken Loach there.
Eric Cantona, The Root Irish,
Grand amateur de foot et grand fan de...
Of course, a big football fan and a big fan of Manchester United. A member, of course, looking for Eric.
Dans le film d'ailleurs, et sur Manchester United.
Lots of little Easter eggs on Manchester United and football. And Eric Cantona. But we're not going to give you any spoilers.
que les festivaliers comme les cinéphiles du monde entier aiment
Thierry
tant.
Frémaux,
So Thierry Frémaux, halfway up the steps, waiting for them, waiting for his friend Ken Loach. I think we can say he's his friend on the steps of Cannes.
Rien n'arrête, a même un bras en écharpe.
alors que Thierry Frémaux salue
Thierry Frémaux welcoming the whole crew.
Rebecca Bryan,
Rebecca Bryan, producer of the film, Katie Proctor,
la jeune actrice,
the young actress.
il s'est fait mal en tapant sur des fascistes.
So he said that he'd hurt his arm hitting fascists.
Le problème c'est qu'il y en a de plus en plus, il va falloir beaucoup de Ken Loach maintenant.
But, you know, there's more and more of them, so we need more and more Ken Loaches.
Et voilà donc toute l'équipe de Sorry We Missed You qui arrive en haut des mains.
So there they are, everybody from Sorry I Missed You, the top of the steps.
Ken Loach, Rhys Stone, Katie Proctor, Kris Hitchen,
Ken Loach,
Paul Laverty,
Debbie Honeywood,
Rebecca Bryan, la productrice.
Katie Proctor, Rhys Stone,
Ils sont tous en dessous d'Agnès Varda.
Paul Laverty, they're all there under Agnès Varda
Juste pour les démarches.
at the top of the steps. And in a moment, they're going to be going into the theatre.
Sorry We Missed You, qui était accompagné par Pascal Cochereau,
On va les suivre bien entendu, vous connaissez,
Of course, we're going to follow them, as you know the way we do.
jusqu'à l'installation dans la salle.
alors pas dit.
Ken Loach,
Peut-être la dernière
que
montée des
le
marches de
festival
cette belle journée du festival.
sait bien recevoir. Je pense que l'ovation
So I'm sure that the ovation
réservée les festivaliers présents dans la salle
for the festival goers here will be astounding.
on va vous laisser l'entendre en direct sur TV Festival.
So you can see it live on TV Festival.
Avec toute sa famille, merci d'accueillir Ken
So
Loach.
the ovation for Ken Loach.
Ken Loach qui prend place.
Ken Loach going to row eye with the whole cast
La projection,
for the screening
bien sûr. Sorry, we missed you.
of Sorry We Missed You.
Le festival de Cannes
So the Cannes Film Festival
raté un film de Ken Loach.
has not missed one of Ken Loach's films, I don't think.